Good morning. Hey, today's episode 17, and something honest hit me this morning. For the most part of my life, I've been in function mode, doing what needed to be done, surviving, moving forward, and handling responsibilities. And occasionally I'd have this big burst of inspiration and get gutsy and do something really big. But somewhere along the way, I forgot to enjoy the small things. I forgot the spark of creativity. I forgot the passion that once drove me to dream like anything else was possible. And what I realized today is this creativity that I had is still there. The vision is still there, and the man is still there. He has never left. I didn't outgrow it. I'm not too old. I can do it today. And in the last 24 hours, something surprising happened. I caught myself dreaming bigger again. I saw potential again. I realized that the blinders I put on kept myself safe, but they also kept me small. And today I'm seeing that bringing a vision to my life might actually be easier now than it's ever been before. Not because it would get easier, but because I finally did. Lately, I'm noticing a strength in myself that wasn't always there. A willingness to self reflect, to trust myself, to break free from limits I once accepted as permanent. And here's the truth I never thought I'd say out loud. I'm breaking patterns I never thought I could break. My walk with Christ, my years in recovery, the spiritual maturity that has been building quietly inside of me, they've all positioned me to see what's healthy, what's harmful, what's demonic, and what's just fear in disguise. So 5 years ago, the man I was back then, he wouldn't even recognize me talking today. Back then, I held on to the past because I didn't know what else to hold on to. And today, I can let it go, not by denying it, but by owning my part in it and stepping forward towards what God has planned for me. The biggest transformation in my decision making, I don't chase possibilities anymore just because they feel good. I chase the ones that I built on clarity, alignment, and on shared commitment. And if someone isn't ready to pursue their potential, I won't drag them. I'll let them go and welcome them back only if they come ready to walk the path. That's something that I've really gotten great at doing. The truth that took me the longest to accept is simple, but it took me 50 years to believe. I'm not who I once thought I was. I am who I have always been, and I'm worthy of love, purpose, and growth. If another man is watching this and he feels stuck inside an old version of himself, here's what I'd say to you. We spend too much time fixing symptoms and almost no time fixing the actual problem. Alcohol isn't your problem. Anger isn't your problem. Fear isn't your problem. These are all symptoms. Now, don't get me wrong, they need to be taken care of. They're very important things, but they all get taken care of if you fix underlying issues. Heal the root, and the symptoms solve themselves. If I could have just started one thing earlier, it wouldn't have been 10 years earlier. It would have been 50. I wish my mother had kept me in church. Now, she had a falling out with the church that we went to, and I loved that church, but we didn't have to stay in that church. We could have gone to another church. And again, I love that church, and I feared God in a healthy way. I always have feared God. But when that was taken away, it created 50 years of confusion and struggle, and I never really found my way back to church until about 9 years ago. And when that happened, then everything began to change. But even then, I don't regret this journey because without this journey, I wouldn't have the joy, the gratitude, or the wisdom I have today. I would have had more of a normal run of the mill life. I wouldn't have the great things happening today that I do now. I wouldn't be able to help others the way I can now. And the one thing I want tomorrow's version of me to say is, I'm glad you executed because now I know I can execute. I can learn, I can build, I can create things that last beyond my lifetime. And that's exactly what I intend to do. This is episode 17, One Day Better.